in just a few moments.
Psalm 30. I will extol thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up, and hast not made my foes to rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Lord, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit. Sing unto the Lord, O ye saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, Show us the Father? Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak, believe me, that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very works' sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. If ye love me, keep my commandments. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another Comforter, that he may abide with you forever.
All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakodash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father. His true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and his son's name, who the world entered to call Jesus Christ, real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Also give her praises, honor, and glory unto the Yahweh Kakodash, the Holy Spirit, which is the force and entity that makes this edification possible. I want to say shalom to all you sincere-hearted Akim Wa Akwa. That's you brothers and sisters make your bodies a living sacrifice on a daily basis in this wicked and adulterous generation. All right, this evening we're just going to briefly touch into, all right, what you see before you on the screen here. All right, Biden. All right, this is off of The Hill, thehill.com, article I saw. The beloved elder from North Carolina, he had published on his community feed. He had posted this article, and so I was reading through it, and and of course it's not an astonishment unto us, all right. But as you can see, what it says Biden repeats promise to Black Americans, "I have your back." See, he says, "I have your back." And he repeats that promise, and we know how you damn Edomites get down. All right, you break every single last promise that you've ever made. All right, unto the nation of Israel. You break your promises amongst your own people. All right. But as it be, all right, the majority of our people, all right, the none-elect, particularly the 2/3 here in Babylon the Great, all right, America, all right, they're going to continue to trust in you. They're going to continue to wonder and worship, all right, this beast system, which comprises of NATO and the EU, with Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, being the spearheader of that. All right, and this is what's going to cause our people, the majority of our people, to get, this man's mark. I have your back. All right, let me grab this here in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 19. Proverbs chapter 25 and 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Let's read that again. It says confidence, and kind means with, fidence means fidelity or faith. All right, and our people have faith. They have fidelity towards the devil that the Bible speaks of. Our people have faith in the devil, man. The same one that's been, oppressing us, for thousands of years, starting at the time of the Greeks, you see, and really oppressing us with his philosophies and ideologies, going all the way back to the garden with him being that serpent. But our people, time and time again, all right, maintain and keep their trust in this man. So it says confidence in an unfaithful man in the time of trouble. And we're coming into the time of trouble such as never was since there's a nation. So we're going to see, all right, the results of having faith in this damn devil. It says it's like a broken tooth. All right. I don't know if you brothers and sisters ever tried, chewing food with a broken tooth. I mean, I used to have a chipped tooth, and just eating even something soft, that shit hurt like hell, man. You see? So that's the Lord is giving us some type of physical analogy we can draw a comparison to, but really, all right, it's going to be a pain like no other, because it's going to provoke the wrath of Yahweh Bashemal Shah to be upon you, and that's going to result in suffering the second death, that's found in the book of Revelation, the 20th chapter. All right, great. So it says confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Yeah, you trying to walk. All right, you trying to walk on your foot and your foot is out of joint. You see, but that's what our people are doing. All right. They're trusting in the very thing that caused them pain. And that literally makes no sense. This is why the scriptures likens our people as into sottish children, Jeremiah 4:22. And that word sottish, means stupid, because you got to be a special kind of stupid to walk on a broken foot, you see, and do it time and time again and expect your foot to feel better. And your foot is out of joint and you over there trying to run a marathon and you screaming in agony, but you just have faith that foot going to get better miraculously. It's not going to work. It's out of joint. It has to be healed. And our people are sick in the minds. All right. And our people, they're going to continue to believe this devil. You're going to have niggas going down to the voting polls here in the next few months, continuing to vote for these devils, man. All right. When the Lord has man, the kingdom is right around the corner. You see, and in our law, pursuant to the book of Deuteronomy, the 17th chapter, right, it's a sin for any Israelite to be voting. You're not supposed to appoint any king, all right, to be over you, except Yahweh Bashemal Shah, all right, and the ones that he has ordained. Let's get this in the NLT, Proverbs 25:19 in the NLT. Putting confidence in an unreliable person in times of trouble is like chewing with a broken tooth or walking on a lame foot. All right, so let's go ahead and read a little bit of this article and we'll get some precepts. So once again, going to thehill.com, Biden repeats promise to black Americans. All right, and we're not black. All right, the Spirit of the Lord has revealed our true identity in these last days. All right, us so-called blacks. All right, we come from the tribe of Judah. All right. You see, and you have Israelites taking all different types of skin color and shades and pigmentations. All right. But so-called black people come from the tribe of Judah. All right. Or from the tribe of Levi, which is your modern day Haitians, or from the tribe of Benjamin, which is your modern day Jamaicans. All right. So he says, I have your back. So let's read a little bit. And this was published March 10th. So yesterday. So President Biden, in a Saturday interview, doubled down on his commitment to stand by black Americans and pointed to his record of support for black-owned small businesses and to strong job creation numbers. Quote, unquote, you promised black America that here Sunday. He says, I have your back as much as any president has in American history since Lyndon Johnson. Come on, man. So he's letting you know, I ain't got your fucking back. I'm your enemy. When in the history of America has any of these presidents, all right, had interest, good interest in us so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man? Never. You see? And the track record, the history proves it. All right, up until this very present day. Till this day. All right, like Deontay Wilder said, till this day. All right, we still have the highest number rates in incarcerations, highest number rates in little human deletions. All these little human deletion centers are all up in our neighborhoods. All right, we have the highest rate, right, of obesity, cancer, right, single parent households. All right, because you want to continue to clone us, man. You see? So he says, I have your back as much as any president has in American history since Lyndon Johnson, Biden responded, black wealth has increased by 60% across the board, and that's just a damn lie. If anything, so-called black wealth increased more when Trump was in office. All right, but nonetheless, all right, our people, you do have a lot of Jake that do good for themselves, so-called. All right, with these pseudo riches, but to someone's heart. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. That's right. So if you're truly wise, you'll be mad at the current, predicament that our people are in, that we're in, which is oppressed. You see, and we're still being oppressed by the same ones that rape, rob, and murder us. All right, still continue to do so. All right, polluting the foods, polluting the waters. All right, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. See, a gift destroyeth the heart. So, he has allowed, all right, our people to, to make, a little bit of money, a little bit of change. All right, have a little bit of nest egg, but nonetheless, that's to, destroy your heart. You see, let's get that in NOT. Extortion turns wise people into fools, and bribes corrupt the heart. Yeah, and our people's minds are destroyed, is corrupted, and now, all right, with our people having the so-called white man's dainties, all right, they've totally lost sight on who the enemy is, because now they're able to eat a prime rib steak, which you don't think that they fed the slaves, back in the days, man. You don't think that they gave the slaves, gave our forefathers, gave them a little family. Yeah, of course, gave them a little family. Yeah, of course they did. All right. You see, but nonetheless, you're still a slave. All right. But our people's minds are corrupted. Our people's minds are destroyed because of these petty ass gifts that Esau has given us, man, which very soon is all about to be brought to naught. All right. This meant when he, changes this this economic, system, turning everything digitally. And in order to, have anything in that digital society that we're almost in, all right, you're going to have to take that C hip. And by doing so, you will segment, all right, yourself as being an enemy of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shah by possessing that mark. You see? So let's grab a little bit more, and then we're going to go into the book of Isaiah 30. So he says, Biden said he has been meeting with black business owners who are getting government loans and direct payments that have helped get their business off the ground. Yeah, this is why scripture says that only a remnant is going to return. Only the remnant is no longer going to, let's grab that, no longer going to stay up on him that smote him. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. Syria with Babylon the Great, or America. This is modern day Assyria. Let's see. We'll start right here, verse 20. Isaiah 10 and 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, the elect, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob. And what have we escaped? We've escaped the pollutions of this world. We've escaped, all right, this coon mindset that we all had. No matter how black power that you thought you were, all right, if you weren't in this truth, if you're not in this truth, all right, well, you still worship the God of this world, Esau, Edom. Only having this truth can set you free from that mindset. What do Yahweh Shah say in the book of John 8? This is John 8 chapter. This is John chapter 8 and verse 32. Start at verse 31. Then said Yahweh Shah to those Jews which believed on him, if you continue in my word, then you are my disciples indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's the only way to be free, all right, from this man's wine, be free from his ideologies and philosophies, and ultimately, all right, be free physically, all right, because those that possess this truth, all right, this is going to literally, cause us to be, physically set free. That's who the gospel is addressed to, all those that mourn in Zion, right, to set forth, all right, the prisoners, to give liberty unto the prisoners, roughly paraphrasing, as it says in Isaiah 61 and 1. All right, but it all starts with receiving this truth. This is what makes us free. slaves physically and spiritually, emotionally, all right, all different types of ways. And they're going to continue to be slaves until, all right, this lake of fire is ignited, man. All right, the Lord's about to purge that wicked coon mindset out of our people, man. Isaiah 10 and 20, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but stay upon the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so like I was reading this comment. I don't even know what this dude. Let's see. They gave the mark. Look at the numbers. It fits the script. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, let's grab this word stay in the Hebrew. Strong's H 8172. Shawan. All right, it says to lean on, trust in, support. Yeah, and our people are continuing to lean on the very one that's been kicking their ass for thousands of years, man. The same one that all right, took us away from our land. All right, had us eating the flesh of our sons and daughters, going out to the fields, all right, planting seeds and not being able to harvest it for ourselves. To this very day, brothers and sisters just now getting off of work, all right, and we're literally just getting crumbs, man. This man, like here from the beginning of the day, you know, you wake up 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to go to work. You give this man your full strength. Here you are, you're fully energized, or should be. All right, you just had a few hours sleep. All right, that night. Now you wake up in the morning, you go straight to work. This man he drains every substance out of you, man. You see? But our people love it here. You know? Then you get off of work, you tired as hell. If you have children, you're not able to enjoy them. You're too sleepy to do anything, all right, with your family. All right. You just cook hamburger helper for your children, give them more GMOs. All right, but our people love it here. All right, because they may have a little car, a little Honda Sonata, all right, that's paid off. And they good. See, like the elder apostle Rakal says, man, you could buy a nigga for cheap. All right, you could buy a nigga for cheap, man. Sister got that job. Hey, do what you got to do. But this ain't the end all be all. You see, the Lord calls into this truth, all right, to show us, right, the promises that he has in store for us, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. Aristocracy, rulership, all right, joint heirs with Yahweh Shah. All right, but, as we're reading here on this article, what Biden just says, he says, I have your back, Black America. Well, our people's taking that and running with it, man. They believe it because they're looking for any escape. They're looking for any, comfort that they can. And they know that this man lied to them. All right. But as scripture says, what is that? Romans 11:7. This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for. And what are our people seeking for? They're seeking for rest. They're seeking for answers. They're seeking for comfort. They're seeking for life. But what did the scripture say? But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. That's right. And it starts with obtaining it by this truth, man. Being set free with this truth. All right. But everyone else is going to be blinded. All right. So scrap this here. We'll read a little bit more, and then we'll get Isaiah 30 and wrap it out. So he says, because we've done than any time in 50 years, Biden said, adding that small businesses make up half the economy. Biden and these next round of lock dizzies are going to totally, make all that, disannul. These little mom and pop stores, which I don't even know what he's talking about. There's not even a lot of black business owners anymore. All right, this man's just literally, he's just, talking out the side of his neck as they always do. All right, and we know the election is right around the corner, so he's trying to do and say anything he can, to get, every vote that he can. All right, but it's just all propaganda because the elites already have, right, the next puppet that they want to, put in office, whether that may be keep Biden in there or get Trump in there. We don't know. All right. But nonetheless, all right, it's the Lord's program. He rules in the kingdom of men. So let's see. That's it on that. Isaiah 30. Let's get Isaiah chapter 30 and we'll wrap it up. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashemah Shai. Who's the rebellious children? The nation of Israel, man. It says, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashemah Shai, that take counsel, but not of me. Yeah, our people take counsel, believing this damn devil's rhetoric, man. Believing these presidents, right? These counselors, these mayors. All right, but yet you're not taking counsel of the Lord's councilmen, which is the prophets. This is the true counsel that's going to be established, man. So he says, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. Yeah, and that word, let's get that word, covering. Strong's H4541. Mashakah. It says a pouring libation. All right. Drink offering. All right. This is something that you do. All right. To show your reverence unto a God. Well, that's what our people are doing. All right. By being covered in the covering of Egypt. All right. You're sacrificing unto devils. You see, you're making a covenant with death and hell. All right. And the Lord's about to disannul that agreement with this overflowing scourge of judgment. These flood waters of judgment about to come out, man. You see? So let's go back. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashemah Shai, that taketh counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And what is that? Iniquity, man. And our people are laden with iniquity, and it's always been because of idolatry, all right, and going gun ho for these other nations, man. Which this is not our rest. You see, Micah the 2nd chapter. This is not our rest. Let me grab this real quick. Proverbs, Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 6. This is Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 6. Thou shalt not seek their peace, nor their prosperity all thy days forever. Yeah, going into these other nations, man. Because their peace is our hell, and their prosperity is our hell, because they benefit off of us. All right, a wicked habit of doing, all right, is seeking the peace and prosperity of these other nations, which has always bit us in the ass, man, which led us into captivity after captivity after captivity, up until this very present day. So let's go back. Isaiah 30 and 2. That walk to go down into Egypt. So if you go down anywhere, that means, all right, you're declining. You see, and our people's they're on a spiraling decline. You see, into the utter abyss of confusion and destruction. By walking after the counsel of Egypt, staying up on Egypt, man. Which this is spiritual Egypt. Revelation chapter 11 and 8. He says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. That's right. And who's the Lord's mouthpiece? The prophets, man. You see, we're starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, right, and the men on down, right? We're the ones that you should be asking, what's the next step that we should be doing? Which this is why the Lord has the word going out free course right now. So our people, all right, the elect, that is, not all of our people, all right, because the majority of our people, this just falling up on, deaf ears. All right, but for the elect, all right, they're going to be sealed with the instructions on knowing what to do in order to get the hell up out of here. You see? But it was known for doing, always asking counsel of, Yahweh Bashemah Shai. Lord, should I go to war with the Philistines? Should I do this? Should I do that? You see? Because David was a man after the Most High's own heart. And that's how the elect is. They're after the Yahweh Bashemah Shai's heart. And what's the Lord's heart? What is his plans? It's to destroy America, not to revive it. Jeremiah the 51st chapter. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You see? But anyway, continue to read. It says, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh. and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And the shadow is something that's not real. Let me prove that real quick, because our people are trusting in a damn dream. You see? Shadow, online etymology dictionary, shade, right? And when you consider shadow or shade, right, it's dark, man. And this is the land of darkness. All right. Let's see. Where's the point I want? Here we go. Right here. I'll zoom in for you. Yeah. It says anything unreal. See, I'll highlight it just in case you can't see. Yeah, anything unreal. All right, that our people are trusting in the shadow of Egypt, meaning they're trusting in something that's not real. All right, this is not real life. All right, you are a prisoner of war, Jake. All right, we didn't come over here on no damn Carnival cruise ship. We came over here to serve rigorous, hardcore captivity and punishment, man. All right, verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. That's because the Lord is breaking the staff. I mean, he's breaking the pride of this man. He's breaking this man's scepter. That's this man's strength, is his scepter, and the Lord has broken the scepter of the king of Babylon. All right. So all those that lean up on it, was going to go into your hand and pierce it, as Isaiah 36:6 says. All right. So it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Let me skip down here to verse 10. It's like your verse 8. This whole chapter is powerful. But I'm just trying to just hit the points and, end it out. Like I said, I didn't want to make this too long. Isaiah 30:8, going to show you that this chapter is meant for our people right now in these times. I mean, as well as all these other, prophecies, right, in books. But, right, this is speaking, loud right now, Isaiah the 30th chapter. Because as this sea hip, as this hour trusting in Egypt, man. All right, Isaiah 30:8, now go. Write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever. Now, let me go into this phrase or this word, to come. Strong's H314. Aharon. Aharon. It says behind, following, subsequent. What does that say right there? Western. Hindermost, western of location, latter, last of time. See? Come on, man. And where's the majority of, Judah at right now? They're in the west, Babylon the Great. You see? America, man. The Western Hemisphere. So that's for that word, come, or to come. Western of location. See, so let's go ahead and read that again. Isaiah 30:8. Now go write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come. Yeah, in the west, man, forever and ever. NOT. They tell the seers, who's the seers? The prophets. Stop seeing visions. Yeah, and Jake wants us to stop prophesying, man. Even Israelites in these other camps, they get tired of hearing about the MOTB. They get tired of hearing about Jacob's trouble. They get tired of hearing about, Esau. You see? But we're not going to stop prophesying, man. All right, Lord willing. All right, he keeps his spirit upon us. All right, because the Lord said that he'll raise up, prophets in Babylon, and they're never going to hold their peace day nor night. All right, but this is what our people want. Our people want, they want these prophecies to stop, man. So it says, they tell the seers, stop seeing visions. They tell the prophets, don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice things. Tell us lies. Come on, does that not sound like a nigga to you, man? Does that not sound like what our people are saying right now? Tell us nice things. Oh, y'all too harsh. Why y'all gotta talk so harsh? Tell us something nice. You see? Tell us lies. That's what it says. Tell us lies. That's what Jake wants to hear, because Jake is full of shit, even in the truth. They just want to hear lies. And that's why, right, these other camps have a whole bunch of members, man. Because there's nothing but false prophecies being perpetuated in those other camps. You see? But, all right, is hated. You see, just as they hated Yahushua. John 7:7. Yahushua says, "For the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify that the works therein are evil." Verse 11. This is what our people are saying. Forget all this gloom. Get off your narrow path. Stop telling us about your Holy One of Israel. See, Jake is satanic, man. The Lord is telling us what the mindset of our people right here in this Western location, Babylon the Great. That's what we just read in verse 8. For the time to come in the Western location, America, this is Jake's mindset right here. You see? Let's read that again. Verse 11. Forget all this gloom. Yeah, our people don't want to hear about Jacob's trouble. They're tired of hearing about it. They get desensitized. So they go back off into the world. All right. And they continue to lean up on Esau, Edom. Once again, even a lot of these other Israelite camps, man. You see, here we're at the end of the end. All right. And Jake is taking the bag. Jake is, waxing worse. All right. In his teachings and his prophecies. You see, stop watching. Jake is stop. You got the leader of Fopi. All right. He's done watching. He's done so-called edifying his people, said of our people that know that the Israelites. They want to forget. They want to forget this gloom. But that's what the prophecies are. Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. For he gave unto me a little book, and therein and without was written lamentations, mourning, and woe. And these things are necessary to come in order for the kingdom of heaven to be set up upon the earth, man. It has to be gloom. It has to be Jacob's trouble. You see? So it says, this is what our people are saying. Forget all this gloom. Get off your narrow path. And what's that narrow path? All right, this truth, man. All right, following the ancient ways, Jeremiah 6:16, which our people hate. Stop telling us about your holy power or your Holy One of Israel. Yeah, Jake is anti-Messiah, man. I'm tempted to read the rest, but I mean, that's the point. That's all I want to get into. So yeah, just the quick little reaction, from the post that the elder North Carolina had put up earlier today. The Hill, Biden repeats promise to Black Americans, I have your back. And once again, the majority of our people, they still believe that bullshit, man. But you do have a lot of Jakes, that are that's ready for Biden to get out of office. But they're still going to lean up on another devil. What sense does that make? You got to choose the lesser of two evils. Nigga, it's still evil. That's just like you choosing to you voting. Okay, would you rather be pushed off a cliff or would you rather stay in a burning building? You're still going to die. You see, but that's the mindset of our people. They're insane. You see, and the meaning of that word insane or insanity means doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. All right, so what can you do with a person like that, man? Well, the Lord knows, and he's going to send 200 million missile warheads to take care of that. All right, but for us, right, that believe this report, all right, continue to do what you do. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling. And that's just not a scripture that we quote, all right, to sound cute. No, that's something that we should really take seriously, man. Really work out our salvation with fear and trembling. Put on, therefore, the elect. Because we have, opportunities to do that all day, every day. All right. The Lord gives us particular situations to where we can show mercy, to where we can, be more meek, be more humble. All right. Put on more bowels of mercy. Put on more knowledge. All right. Fear of Yahweh by Shemal Shah. So, all right. That's the only way to be delivered out of here, man. All right. But with that, hey, I hope you Akim Walk were edified, and shalom to your apostle and elders of Great Millstone, Mawaf Lababal, shalom.